And welcome everybody to a very special edition of the Greg Cherry Show. I guess I can take the live banner off because we are live. So we're not live in a few moments because we're live now, pal. I'm, of course, the longest reigning Wrestling Trivia Challenge champion in history. Yes, that's right. I have hit my 1,000 day mark as champion. And today is a big day as far as the bracket reveal. 17 different people involved in this tournament. And one of those people is my co-host for this bracket reveal. It's going to be very special. He is the very first person to ever be the NoDQ.com Wrestling Trivia Challenge champion. He is the only man to be a 4-time NoDQ.com Wrestling Trivia Challenge champion, and he will be in the opening match of the tournament. Ladies and gentlemen, you love him, you know him. He is the West Coast Professor, good old JM, Jeff Meacham. What's up, brother? How you doing?
As Diamond Dallas Page said many times in 1999, love me, hate me, you'll never forget me. Four-time. He wasn't 4-time at the time, but yeah. It's, I've been saying it for all week. I'm nervous as hell. Not gonna lie.
And the thing is, like, if you've been following along with the Greg Cherry Show, if you've been following along with Wrestling Trivia Challenge and the post show and all that, you guys know what the first match is, and that's the first match I'm going to reveal because that one's the obvious one. Yes. And we'll get into it. When we get into it, and I'm excited, and I just want to point this out. Because I've contacted everybody to be involved in this tournament. But if you are not a part of the 17, message me anyway, because last tournament we had a couple people drop out at the last minute.
Yep.
So while this is the bracket that we are going with, because I've contacted the people to be involved, card subject to change.
Always.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to this. I know you're looking forward to this.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
So we do have the couple things to discuss. Obviously, the Wrestling Trivia Challenge bracket reveal. I mean, that's basically the main event of the show. That's what this entire show is. It is the Great Cherry Show, right, but it's a special edition for a reason. And thankfully, Quizzlemania isn't in this time slot today, so we're good. Yeah. We're good as far as that goes.
Yep.
And of course, we're going to do some Wednesday Q&A. No weird laws today. We figured we'd take a few questions as far as the trivia tournament goes. But
I have been reminded that the boss is going live at 7:00 for what it's worth. So if we're not done, we're not done. But
yeah, we won't take long. It'll be fun.
Right.
But this is everybody wants to This is a big deal. So thank you guys all for joining us. JB3, who will be a bigger part of the tournament than we know at the moment, and I'll get into that when we record. A lot of fill-in competitors have won tournaments. That's very true. I mean, you never know who it could be that could take this tournament. Looking at this bracket, I feel like I'm digging my own grave.
Yes.
I mean, look.
Yeah,
honestly, sure. Whoever comes out on top of this, I don't know if I want to face them. I mean, I have to. That's the rules. I have to face them.
Yes.
But whoever wins this tournament is going to earn it because there are no slouches in this tournament. There were a few in the last tournament. I'll admit that much. This tournament, take your pick.
Yeah.
So, with that said, before I reveal the official bracket, I do want to make notes. If you guys follow me on Twitter at Greg Cherrybrand, I will have the bracket posted later today, like a graphic of the bracket. Much like I did for the bracket 2 years ago, I will be making a bracket challenge, as it were. Much like March Madness or any other tournament you like to fill out who could possibly win. I want this to be a very interactive experience. So The winner of the bracket challenge will receive some Greg Cherry brand merch straight out of my pocket. And if you get a perfect bracket, which is get all the names right and the final score correctly of the other one, I'll give out 5 Greg Cherry shirts. Perfect bracket is not easy to do.
True.
And they have to be turned in by the air date of the first episode, which I don't know if we've determined when that will be.
No. And I did see your question earlier today, privately. I honestly, the best day it looks like it's going to be to do it is if did you want to keep the show every week or every other week, or what were you thinking of as far as post wise?
Yeah, I feel like it's going to have to be every week. I want to give myself at least a couple weeks to can some episodes, so I make sure I have some ready to go.
Okay.
Obviously, we're recording the Triple Threat tomorrow. If you don't know, you'll find out shortly. But yeah, whenever.
Well, the reason I ask is this. I'm thinking that we can, as far as on the Jeff Meacham Network side of things, have it be doubled up, or we can have Rewind and the Trivia Challenge episodes on the same day, be it Thursday. Because I can, because Rewind, once we get past January, because January is where I'm a month off, of course, on Rewind. Mm-hmm. So we're gonna have at least hour-long shows every week next week. So I would say if we have trivia be either right before or immediately after Rewind, depending on how I stack the time slot, that shouldn't be a problem. That way we get a great Thursday lineup for at least my side of things.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't want to overlap the review at all.
Oh no.
So it would have to be one of those things where if we did Thursday at 6 o'clock Eastern, because that's we did Friday at 6 o'clock Eastern. If we did Thursday at 6 o'clock, our post shows would have to be about 10-15 minutes max. So there will be enough time to switch over to the review.
Right. Yeah, because and that's on the theory that the show's only going to go 30 to 45. So
the Triple Threat will be a little bit longer just because there's more questions.
Right.
Standard matches, though, even the one that went to overtime with you and Cass, still only about a half an hour. So I'm really not worried about it. And that's
well, yeah, Reporter Radio says trivia should be before Rewind to begin lineup. I'm thinking Rewind earlier in the afternoon, and then trivia at 6, and the NoDQ review at 7. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking.
Because you have to understand, trivia is going to do like it did for the finale.
Yeah.
It's going to be on the Greg Cherry brand. It's going to be on the Jeff Meacham Network, and it's going to be on the NoDQ channel.
Right.
Because while we're producing, the beautiful thing about StreamYard is that we are able to broadcast all of these. And I'm going to change the graphic because we're going to get into it shortly.
Right.
We're able to broadcast all of these simultaneously on the networks. Like we don't need each other's login information or whatever. We don't need to upload it. It's like, hey, I can edit the stuff on my time. I can get it set up. And then when it's ready to go live, it's ready to go live. And we're good. We're good to go.
Yep.
And then we can just go right into the post show after, and it's just one video. It's fantastic.
Right.
I love the way it worked for the finale. So that's what we're going to do.
Right. Yeah. So. I was. It was difficult to try to pull off the post show when everything was pre-taped already, and I had to kind of like flow in there as best I could to try to line up. But doing the thing as one continuous show was a great idea on finale. That was actually really good on your part. So good show, sir.
All right. I think we've talked long enough. We're ready for this. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to reveal the full 17-man brackets for Wrestling Trivia Challenge. Here it is. In all its glory. I'm the only one who knows who fills all these spots.
Yeah, I'm literally in the dark here. I have no idea what I'm going to see.
I have been tight-lipped about this. I have told 0 people. I might have told Jen, but she doesn't even know everybody who's in it. So here we go. And I kind of want to bring the comments up because I want to see the reactions.
Yeah, this is Greg's revenge for me not telling him about the finale stuff.
Hey, that was all good stuff. It was.
I know.
The fun thing is, I'm gonna have to re-edit Sarah's intro,
right?
Because I have champion and it's like, no, I think you won't have that, so I'm gonna have a separate one.
No.
Except I'll have to read the rules myself for the triple threat because I didn't have her record those.
No.
Anyway, we all know in the Nitro region, the Nitro division for this, the triple threats, Jeff Meacham, Chris Cass, David Diaz. We all knew the triple threat of former champions in the first round. Yeah, we're kicking off this tournament. We're not messing around this time. We're not putting champions where they could meet in the finals. No, we're throwing the gauntlet down from the very first episode. You want this thing, you got to be the absolute best.
Exactly. Oh my goodness.
So whoever wins that one, and I have all the questions done for that one, fortunately. I've barely touched the other ones, but the questions for the triple threat I have done. And the skip questions. Got them all.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. So you got 33 plus tiebreaker?
Actually, I need to work on the tiebreaker, but I have an idea in mind what I want it to be.
Okay.
And now, mind you, this episode that we're filming, the triple threat, will be the first time all 4 champions will be on the same show because I'm hosting.
Yes.
Obviously, I'm hosting. I hosted the last tournament. I'm hosting this tournament. That's the way it is. Now, now that we got the match out of the way that we know about, let's get into the ones that we don't.
Oh boy.
Rounding out the Nitro division, Paul Mead.
Oh hell.
Paul, Noah Foster's good friend. It's going to be. He knows his stuff too. Like I know I beat him 10-5, but when I was watching him pop in the answers on the finale, it's like he knows his stuff. He's going to be tough, especially with WCW questions in there.
Oh yeah.
Now facing Paul is going to be one of multiple representatives from Combat Wrestling Trivia.
Oh hell.
Which is the league that Cass and I are in. And this man is my fellow Pennsylvanian, Nico Suave Rigoli. And I'll tell you what.
Hell. Oh hell.
I don't know how much you know about Nico, but he is a stud when it comes to this.
Yeah, I know enough to know that he's in the bracket opposite whoever wins between the 3 of us. Yeah. Shit.
Yeah, hey, I told you, I am throwing down the gauntlet.
Yeah. Oh man.
And it only gets better from here. Next up,
God.
The Thunder division. We have the Nitro division. Now we have the Thunder division. Representing the No D crew from Combat Wrestling Trivia, it's the dude, Andrew Hayes, who was the very first CWT champion.
Man, oh man. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God.
And facing Andrew, the man who took the Talkamania Trivomania championship from me, the Scott himself, Scott Gata. That
guy is no joke. Oh, geez.
No, Scott knows his stuff. He is ridiculous. So I'm excited to see how far he goes. He's on the opposite side of the bracket from me, so you wouldn't see him till the finals at the very least. But yeah, Andrew Hayes and Scott Gata. That is going to be an insane match. I can't wait to see. Oh, man. And rounding out the Thunder division, I think Jeff's going to sweat off 10 pounds during this reveal alone.
Shit.
My buddy Travis Fame is back in the tournaments.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yes, good old T Fame. And he is going to be taking on the man who runs Wrestling with Trivia, Jordan Owens, who's also been a CWT.
Wow. Oh man.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, man.
That this brackets. I don't know who's these matches are so unpredictable. If somebody pulls off a perfect bracket, I don't know how, because these matches could go any possible way.
Yeah, I'm actually glad I'm purposely not allowing myself to fill out a bracket, because like you said, I'm gonna lose 10 pounds sweating this, and I'm gonna lose another 10 trying to figure out a bracket challenge.
Well, fortunately, I'll save you that, because if you're in the tournament, you can't fill out a bracket.
Oh, thank God. Okay, yeah.
Because hey, you're getting a shot at the title,
right?
So yes, JB3 says JPO. Yes, JPO is in.
That's it.
Next up, the prime time division.
Oh, geez. By the way, I'm not sure if they see it, but I see a thing blocking the word primetime division, like on your screen. Is that supposed to be there? Or?
Yeah, there's
okay.
Well, hold on. Actually, there we go.
There we go.
I didn't realize I could hide it, and then I looked down and it's like, Arrow 2600 says, please post the No DQ trivia episodes to the No DQ channel. They will be.
Plan. They'll be there. Oh yeah.
First up, Michael Turner representing CWT. And I'll tell you what, during the ultimate survival match of Combat Wrestling Trivia, he and I went rounds. Jeez. He is absolutely another stud in this tournament. And a lot of these guys, I'm going to say this, a lot of these guys have never appeared on a No DQ show before. A lot of them I have found through various forms of trivia. What's up?
So yeah, for this guy experience, all these guys aren't going to be on the No DQ trivia shows in the past. So keep that in mind.
Yeah. Very, very few returnees, actually.
Right.
And facing off against Michael Turner is another Michael who has competed against me for the NoDQ.com Wrestling Trivia Challenge Championship. And this is one of the most intriguing matches I think we could have, because it's Michael Turner against Stat Boy. Stat Boy.
And he's here. He's watching. So he's watching.
Yep. So Stat Boy, there you go. You know your first round opponent. And I didn't make it easy on you, brother.
No, not at all. Goodness gracious.
Now this match, I am super, super excited about this. First off, representing Hitman Industries in Combat Wrestling Trivia, the leader himself, Hunter Chambliss.
Oh my goodness. God, dude, you stacked this shit tight. Whew.
Just wait.
No,
because this is one of those that I did not tell you about because I wanted your reaction.
Okay.
Facing off against Hunter Chambliss, representing Wrestle Talk, the host of Quizlemania, Adam Blampier.
Holy shit.
That's right.
Oh my God.
Adam Blampier of Wrestle Talk is in the NoDQ.com Wrestling Trivia Challenge Championship Tournament. What?
Shit just got real.
Stacked side of the bracket.
Oh my God.
I cannot wait.
What's really scary is one of these four, if I manage to get through my own bracket, they're waiting for me in the semis.
Yep.
Shit, my Christmas.
It's like I said, there's no easy road in this thing.
No. Easy road. Yeah, freaking thing's full of potholes.
It's like a Pennsylvania road. Anyway, if you know, you know.
Damn. If you, oh, I know. I've been there, so I do know. In January,
And finally,
no less.
the velocity division, which
Oh,
is
that's
not a
tremendous
knock to the
velocity.
people in
That's
this bracket. I was just trying to come up with
no.
names of past shows.
Yes.
Kicking off the velocity division is another member of Wrestle Talk.
Oh, geez.
He himself is a former Quizlemania champion. Ladies and gentlemen, Nugget himself, Louis Dangor.
Nice. Holy crap.
And Louis is very knowledgeable himself. Obviously, former Quizlemania champion. You gotta be. But it's going to be, it's not going to be an easy road because facing off against Louis, representing NoDQ.com, the Cleaver, Colin Andrew.
Yeah, baby. Oh my God. There you go. Hey, Colin wanted in. He's in.
And finally, my God, this match I'm so excited about. Because this is a match. What's up?
I said, pardon that squeaky here. It's my ass puckering. I apologize for that. Goodness gracious. Whew.
This is a match that realistically, if they were on opposite sides of the bracket, I could see in the finals.
Mm-hmm.
But they are going together in the first round. The reigning CWT champion, Matthew Rosa.
Oh boy.
Gosh. Just wait for it. Going one-on-one with Ruben Garcia.
Oh!
I cannot wait for that match. Oh my gosh. Ruben gave me so many headaches that I thought my 1,000 days was not going to happen. So for him to be Matt Rosa, who is no slouch in his own right, Rosa is one of those that I believe could take the entire tournament.
Yeah.
But him against Ruben.
You know, I've been talking to my doctors and my psychiatric team about, you know, my lack of sleep here lately. And the truth is, I haven't lost sleep because I'm out of shape or I haven't, you know, eaten right. The truth is, I haven't slept right since Ruben faced you. I've had nightmares for months now because both of us were in the room going. So, you know, he's why I don't sleep.
That match. I couldn't take it. But
oh shit, yes, dude, yeah.
But here it is, ladies and gentlemen, the full bracket. Now,
oh my God,
I'm telling you, this is probably, and it's no knock to anybody who was in the last tournament. It's no knock to Mark Moffat, who is in the chat. And Mark, if anybody fails to get out of this, you better believe I'm going to be contacting you. This might be the most stacked wrestling trivia tournament to ever be done. And it's like I said, I feel like I'm digging my own grave here because the winner faces me for the NoDQ.com Wrestling Trivia Challenge Championship. So I am basically putting the best of the best in this tournament. And it's really a challenge to me because whoever wins, I have to prove myself against them.
Yeah, exactly.
So, aside from your triple threat, which we all know is happening, looking at this bracket, what is your go-to match?
Oh God, I mean, okay, I really want to see what Colin does in the first round. I've been looking forward to that since we, ping ponged him around. Unfortunately, God, Ruben and Rosa, good grief. That's
that match is going to be.
Is that going to be the last match of the first round?
I don't know if it's going to air in this order, honestly.
Right.
It basically depend on people's availability and whatnot. This is basic because I gotta get all the first round matches done first, obviously, because I'm not going to start the second round when there's still a first round match out there.
Right.
But I've watched Matthew Rosa in action. He knows some stuff that I don't, which is a scary thing.
Yeah, a little bit.
Which Ruben did the same.
Yeah, that was right. Yeah, so I'm gonna. There's that one. I mean, T-Fame in there is always. Oh God, what's gonna happen there? And honestly, I'm looking forward to see how Mikey does, because Mikey knows his stuff. He really does. So.
Yeah. Mark says my go-to is Blampier versus Shambles for sure. I'm excited to see how Adam Blampier does. He's very knowledgeable himself, obviously. I've interacted with him quite a few times. I actually wasn't sure if he was going to respond to my email that I sent him about this, but he said he was interested. So you best believe I'm jumping on that opportunity. So
yeah, definitely. All right.
Kobe Talk says NoDQ.com should do a prediction poll. Well, I'm doing the bracket challenge as opposed to who's going to win, because like I said, like this bracket is more stacked than the 2008 WWE roster.
Yes, so, exactly. Yes.
This is so like I look at it and I marvel at it and I'm so excited for it until I realize, shit, I have to face one of these people.
So I'm looking here. Based on what I see, this is going to be a 15-week thing. Am I doing the math right there?
That's correct. And the best part about this is this guy experiences. What about Brian Zane? Well, he competed in the last tournament. There are people who were in the last tournament that I didn't get, so it's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
I did try and reach out to guys like Sean Ross Sapp and SRS was he wasn't available, so
yeah,
Brian Zane has been on the show a couple times, but I wanted to get some different people in, really. And getting two guys who are part of Wrestle Talk and Quizlemania is a big deal. Having them on our stuff, it's going to be sweet. Like I said, I'm looking at the bracket, which is a thing of beauty, but I'm not excited about what happens after. And the actual championship match, I did the math in my head. The actual championship match between myself and the tournament winner will be episode 100.
Yeah. Yep.
So that's very exciting. That episode 100 is going to be a major championship match, and it may be the one
and if
that this goes away.
Yeah. I'm based on what if I'm doing the math right as far as weeks go, the championship match will be the last full week of April.
That's probably accurate.
So we're looking at 4 months of whoever is going through all 15 weeks, losing weight considerably from sweat loss. Goodness gracious.
Now, I wasn't sure whether to start at the first Thursday or the second Thursday of January.
Okay. Either way, like I said, my whole first week of the year, the full week, is going to be stacked, but I have no problem throwing the trivia match on there either.
I'll tell you what.
You said,
January 14th. That's the second Thursday, correct?
Yes. January 14th is also the Dad's 10th anniversary show.
Dang it.
Right. Which is why I was fine with it being this Thursday, the 7th. Yeah, because Jay wanted it to air the same day we did the first one, when the first one got
Okay.
published.
Well, then, how about this? January 15th. It'll be the Friday to kick off. And then from there,
Okay.
Thursdays
All
at
right.
6 Eastern.
Yeah, and I know we're live, pal. If that changes, we'll let you guys know, because I am juggling a huge schedule for the first couple weeks of January, because JJ's channel's re-debut, and it's a whole thing. So we will let you guys know if anything changes. As I said, card subject to change, but right now, look for it on the 15th.
Yes, tentatively, the tournament kicks off January 15th, which is a Friday, 6 o'clock Eastern, like it has been. And from there on out, we're going to go Thursdays. And Friday, fortunately, the first one will have a little bit more room to overlap, because Riff doesn't do his SmackDown post show till 10 o'clock. So,
right,
we're good there.
Yeah, I honestly, people have this aversion to airing their stuff during Raw, SmackDown, or I don't have a problem with that. I mean, because I can always DVR the live wrestling shows, and I'd rather watch our stuff on most of the time. So.
So there you have
I'll go over the schedule off air, and we'll figure out how we're going to line everything up. Don't worry, kids, we got you.
Yes. So I will be posting a picture of the brackets. This guy experienced with a $2 super chat. Appreciate that. Who's your guys' ideal opponents for the tournament? Jeff, you want me to bring the bracket up again so you can look?
No, anybody but the people in the tournament. I don't deal with these guys. Honestly, honestly, I'm really looking forward to seeing how Mikey does, because Mikey, for the longest time, has always wanted to have him come on and face me in an exhibition style match when I was the champion all those 4 times. So if Mikey gets to the semis and I get to the semis, he gets his wish at last. So yes, that'd be cool to see. And again, that's purely a personal standpoint thing. Business side, as far as, who I see in the tournament that I really want, have an opportunity at, a lot of those guys are really, they scare me. An ideal opponent, you talk about a money matchup, me and Ruben in the finals, holy crap.
Yeah, that match will be ridiculous. I could see a Scott Gata and Ruben Garcia match in the semis on that.
Yeah, there you go.
And right. My goodness, that'll be a barn burner too. It's not a knock to you, T-Fame. It's not a knock to you at all.
No.
I'm just talking from like past experience.
Dude, I know that as difficult as making the questions is, and all 3 of us know that by now. Yeah. I know you're going to be sitting there praying to whatever deity you believe in that you're not having to compete yet, because these 17 people, goodness gracious.
Mike Gonzalez says, I think Ruben wins the tournament. He may very well. I'm not going to knock him at all. He doesn't have an easy road, though.
None of us
not
do.
At all.
That's the thing.
Nobody does, because you figure whoever wins the basically the champions match, because that's the triple threat. It's like, okay, well, that was their first round. They still got to go through this guy, and this guy. You got to win 4 matches to get to me. And it's not like we're putting you up against, I don't know, throw somebody out there it's not like we're throwing you out there against jobbers. Like you're swimming with the sharks.
Daniel, with this. Seen one guy. Yeah. No offense, Daniel, but yeah.
So yeah, there it is.
On the discussion of jobbers.
Yeah.
I was going to say, there it is. Thoughts on your hey, you know what? The Cowboys are in the most competitive division in sports right now. So there you go.
Isn't that so weird to say? The Cowboys could freaking win the NFC East. And we have
Yes, they
talked
could.
about this multiple times on the show. I'm going to
Yes.
for time being. The Cowboys, it's ridiculous because the Steelers I thought were just going to lose out because they were doing terrible, and then they somehow manage a 24/7 comeback and win 28-24 against the Colts, who the Colts aren't exactly slouches.
No.
And now we're going to sit our players for the Cleveland game, which I think is the smart move.
Well, but here's the thing: does Cleveland do the same thing? Because like they're very much in the hunt too. They don't want to get their guys hurt going into after week 17 either. So,
but the thing is, if the Browns lose, they may not make the playoffs. So the Browns have to put in. Yeah, they have to put in their best players. They got to give themselves the best opportunity to win and get in and have their first playoff berth in almost 20 years.
Right.
So
basically
to break it down, the Steelers already won the AFC North by beating the Colts. So that's not a big deal.
Right.
I believe the Ravens are in also. I don't know I haven't looked at the playoff scenarios because my team's in. That's all I care about. So I believe for the Cowboys got to win on Sunday, and Washington's got to lose to.
Yes.
Is it Philadelphia?
Philadelphia. I have to root for Philadelphia, Greg.
I get it. I get it though, because like for the Cleveland and Baltimore game, I was rooting for Cleveland, and they almost pulled it off because it's like I don't want to face the Ravens again. I don't want to face the Ravens again. Actually, regardless of who the Steelers face, it's like I don't want to face them again, especially if they play the Colts again.
Well, it's like considering it took Ravens 4 to field the team. You know?
Yeah.
So I like this one.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Are you talking about Stat Boys?
No, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about. I mean, it makes sense for the Steelers to sit their players because they can't really lose position in the playoffs. They're in. They won the division. This game doesn't matter. This guy Experience says, "What week is this? We're going into week 17. It's the final week of the regular season."
Yeah.
So this is where all the playoff spots are determined, and then from there, they move on to play in the playoffs. Yeah, and Jeff is hoping that his scenario pans out.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping that the Steelers bring more of that second half action into the playoffs.
Yeah, I had to sit through Mikey's show yesterday and like try not to throw up by saying I had to root for Philadelphia on Sunday. It's like, oh man, somebody's home. Anyway, so Arrow 2600 about an hour. Go ahead.
Let me stop the screen. Maybe that'll help stuff. Mike Gonzalez says the Browns finally being good and possibly missing the playoffs because they lost to the Jets is so 2020. How the frick do the Browns lose to the Jets? 5 years ago, it wouldn't have been a big deal because the Browns were terrible.
No.
But how to a Jets team that had won one game all year as a playoff contender, and I understand the Steelers lost to the Bengals the week before, so I understand, and it felt almost like karma. The Browns fans being like, "Ha ha, you lost to the Bengals." It's like, and then the week after they lose to the Jets, it's like, not on the anniversary of the terrible towel are you going to talk crap,
right?
Which,
45
years ago on this past Sunday was the anniversary of the terrible towel being introduced.
Yes, and if you know, you know, man. Ooh.
Which was in a game against the Colts.
Yes.
So that was a big deal here in the Berg. Rest in peace, Myron Cope.
Yes. So I have a good question that I want to throw out there from the chat room. It's from Arrow 2600. Greg, are you still a fan of Baron Corbin? You used to always defend him in the past. I've tried watching his matches and hearing his mic skills, and he is beyond terrible. Rusev was better.
I am still a fan of Baron Corbin.
Yep.
I have been since NXT. And the reason for that is he's not given the greatest material. Let's be honest. He is not given the greatest material. He doesn't get to cut promos like, Roman or Drew or any of the top guys. But when he's in the ring, people will give him a ton of crap. People will give him a ton of crap. But I believe that Baron Corbin has the best signature and finisher combination in wrestling. Fight me.
Yep.
I know Omega has V-Trigger and the One-Winged Angel, which great moves. Not going to knock them. But the Deep Six and the End of Days are better. I know that people will lose their minds and say, oh, you think Baron Corbin's better than Kenny Omega? I didn't say that. I said the finisher and signature combination are better. I think Omega is a better overall wrestler, but I think the End of Days and the Deep Six are better than the One-Winged Angel and the V-Trigger. I'm going to piss off a lot of AEW people with that. It's my opinion. You can have your own. I like the V-Trigger. I like the One-Winged Angel. I just think the other two look better.
Remember, the V-Trigger and the One-Winged Angel have been on a guy who has been pretty much untouchable. Whereas the Deep Six and the End of Days, Corbin's been so poorly handled in terms of his booking that you almost forget how awesome those moves are. So that's the unfortunate thing about Corbin.
They're so smooth and they look great. Even when he does like the slide onto the ring post around and does the clothesline, he does that perfectly, like every time. JP3 just said the same thing.
Yeah.
You got to give Corbin credit. Yeah, you might hate the character. That's fine. I think the King thing has kind of run its course.
Yes, for sure.
I think he needs something new. But I like his finishers. I still like Corbin. It is what it is. Curtis says Omega's finisher is better. Okay, so I said the combination of the two. That the Deep Six and the End of Days were better than the V-Trigger and the One-Winged Angel together. I might concede that the One-Winged Angel is better than the End of Days.
The One-Winged Angel is seriously pretty.
But the combination of Corbin is better.
Yes. But lest we forget the deadly combination of the rock bottom and the people's elbow.
Should we go into the combination of the big boot and the leg drop?
No, because they're both combinations are crappy. But the thing is, I always make fun of the people's elbow because all it is really is an elbow drop with a leg twitch. Yeah. That's really all it is. Like at least the leg drop, you got at least with the leg drop, you got a 300-pound man dropping his leg across your face.
Yeah,
and that's gonna hurt a little bit. So it's the only reason I give Hogan a little bit more edge than The Rock's 2-move combination because, first you're getting the size, whatever the hell it is, boot right in your face, and then you're having Hogan drop his leg across your face. You're probably not going to get up, at least for 3 seconds or more. So the Rock thing, the rock bottom is devastating. I mean, he's literally grabbing you under your arm and just freaking, what's the name of that damn move? Irigani. Yeah, just throwing your ass down with him coming down with you. So he's coming down full force on you. Mm-hmm. But then he does leg switch elbow. Like that. No.
But there you go.
There you go.
So I hope
the leg switch
So I know it's been a little bit different episode of the Greg Cherry Show today, but it's been very butt clenching, I guess I should say, for those in the tournament.
Yeah, a little bit. Like I said, ass puckered. Yeah, a little bit.
I'm excited. I'm definitely excited to see what all happens in this tournament. I'm telling you right now, if I filled out a bracket for this, I bet you I'd get most of it wrong because I don't know who to pick.
Right.
I'm just excited to have these guys involved in the tournament at all. So, January 15th, the Wrestling Trivia Challenge Championship Tournament kicks off. And yes, the tournament will run through so that I hit 3 years as champion. Shut up.
He's proving himself, guys.
Anybody who gives me crap about, oh, you're not defending your title for like 4 months. Listen, I defended the sumbitch 36 times and retained it every single time.
Yeah.
You're out of, and one of these was in an Iron Man match with this guy. 60 minutes of trivia questions. If I can do that and still be champion, I mean, come on. I've been through some freaking wars with Jeff, with Cass, with David, with Ruben, with Scott, with you name it.
Yeah.
So,
in the infamous words of Jesse Spano, minus the drug use, I'm so excited. I'm so scared.
That's the second time you've made that reference as far as the tournament goes.
I'm not. I don't take it lightly. I am legit. Recording tomorrow is going to be enough, like because I've got recording and I'm doing my live year in review thing to close out this crazy batshit year, right? Yeah. But then I get to watch the other 14, the other 7 matches of the first round, and then wait to see if I make it through. It's like, who do I have to wait for 7 weeks? It's going to be crazy. So
yeah, well, at least with Paul and Nico, that'll be who will be the first person to face you. The other ones you just get to sit back and scout,
right? Which I'm not opposed to. That's fine.
Which depending on the questioning, and I've got some doozies in there already. I've barely started with the rest of it. But yeah, we've got some good questions, and I can't wait for this tournament to start. Thank you for that, JB3. Yes, it'll be nice. It'll be nice to be on the other side for a little bit again, because I like the hosting aspect, but I like being champion too. So 1,000+ days. What are we at? What's today? The 30th. So, 1,026 days as champion. I think I've earned vacation.
Right.
A stay-at-home vacation because we can't go anywhere because of the world, which is fine.
Staycation, baby.
I'll be taking that vacation with this thing.
There you go.
And hopefully by the end of the tournament and after episode 100, I'll still have this. I mean, I'll still have the physical belt, but hopefully I'll still be recognized as champion.
Right.
So there you go. That's been the Greg Cherry Show. I know it's not its normal time slot. We will hopefully be returning to that time slot next Wednesday for 1 o'clock.
Right.
Yes. So thank you guys for joining. This guy says there's no more fan question that can be entered. I forgot I did that last tournament, honestly.
Yeah. I was wondering if not, because
I may open it to fan questions because I can probably eliminate one of the things that I have. So I'll post. First of all, go follow me on Twitter at Greg Cherry Brand. Do I have that up here somewhere?
If not, I'm working on it. Yeah, there it is, right there.
Okay, yeah. Go follow me there at Greg Cherry Brand. And I will have the tournament bracket up there, which you can send me. And I will take a picture. I will post it on my Twitter. You can fill out the bracket, send it back to me. I will keep tabulations of who wins it all. And on episode 100, I'll let you know who wins the bracket challenge. If you get a perfect bracket, you win 5 shirts. If you win the bracket challenge but don't get a perfect bracket, you get 1 shirt of your choice, of your color, of your size, whatever you want. And I'll pay for it out of my own pocket.
Yes. And also, let me throw it in there because we've got enough people watching where I want to make sure I get the plug out. 2 days from now, in this same time slot, 6 o'clock, 3 Pacific, a year in, folks. It's bonkers that I've made it a year. I'm surprised I've made it, to be honest with you, a lot of times. But we have a lot of people that I have lined up for that show, or tentatively have lined up for that show, that I'm working on confirming. I did get a yes, sure, or yeah, sure, I will be there from everybody. If you go by his catchphrase back in the 90s and the 2000s, and our favorite guest in No DQ history, Rob Van Dam, is supposed to be there Friday. I'm going to talk to Mark Bagwell literally right now, as soon as we get off the air here, and see, because he said he would let me know today. We won't go 4 hours, I promise.
All right, so that is it for the Greg Cherry Show. I got to go eat. Hopefully you guys can digest what happened with the tournament, and I will see you guys next Wednesday for more of the Greg Cherry Show, and we will see you January 15th for the kickoff of the NoDQ.com Wrestling Trivia Challenge Championship Tournament. Until next time, I am the longest reigning NoDQ.com Wrestling Trivia Challenge champion in history, Greg Cherry, alongside the 4-time NoDQ.com Wrestling Trivia Challenge champion, Jeff Meacham, and we will see you all next time on the Greg Cherry Show.